China in the early 19th century was a powerful empire, a land of rich culture and booming trade. Europeans craved their exquisite tea, silk, and porcelain, creating a massive trade imbalance. China, however, had little interest in European goods, leaving Western merchants with a problem: how to pay for these coveted luxuries. Enter the British East India Company with a cunning solution: opium. Produced in British-controlled India, this highly addictive drug became their weapon of choice. They began a systematic smuggling operation, flooding China's ports with opium. The consequences were devastating. Opium addiction spread rapidly, decimating entire communities. The once vibrant society was plagued by social unrest and economic decline. The Chinese government, alarmed by this growing crisis, attempted to crack down on the opium trade. Commissioner Lin Zexu, a staunch opponent of the drug, spearheaded these efforts. In 1839, he ordered the seizure and destruction of a massive opium stockpile belonging to British merchants. This bold act sparked outrage in Britain. The British government, unwilling to lose their lucrative drug trade, declared war on China in 1840. This conflict, known as the First Opium War, was a brutal mismatch. China's outdated military technology was no match for the superior firepower of the British Navy. After a series of humiliating defeats, China was forced to sign the Treaty of Nanking in 1842. The Treaty of Nanking was a national humiliation for China. It ceded Hong Kong Island to Britain, opened several key ports to foreign trade, and imposed a hefty indemnity to cover the war costs. This wasn't just about trade, it was about dominance. Foreigners in China were granted extraterritoriality, meaning they were exempt from Chinese law. The once great empire was now fractured and weakened. The First Opium War marked the beginning of a dark period in Chinese history, the Century of Humiliation. Emboldened by China's weakness, other Western powers, including France, Russia, Germany, and Japan, joined the fray. Through a series of unequal treaties, they carved up China's economic and political influence, seizing territories and forcing concessions. The Second Opium War erupted in 1856, fueled by further incidents and China's continued resistance to Western demands. Similar to the First War, the outcome was a decisive defeat for China. The Treaty of Tientsin in 1858 further opened Chinese markets, legalized the opium trade, and allowed foreign powers to station troops within China. In 1860, to further underscore their dominance, British and French forces stormed Beijing, looting and burning the magnificent Summer Palace, a symbol of China's imperial past. The Opium Wars left deep scars on China. The once proud empire was left economically ravaged, its sovereignty compromised. The rampant drug addiction crippled society, fueling internal unrest and rebellion, such as the Taiping Rebellion and the Boxer Rebellion.